Well, y'all, this is what it looked like along 16th Street in the nation's capital. For the last 5 years, it has been known as Black Lives Matter Plaza. It runs right up to Lafayette Park, just outside of our studio. Crews from the District Department of Transportation started reconstructing the mural on the ground there. D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser announced the change last week in response to massive pressure from Republicans in Congress. The work is expected to take about 6 weeks, and the words will be replaced by an unspecified set of city-sponsored murals created by students and artists across all 8 wards. Now, a Republican in Congress demanded that it be changed from Black Lives Matter Plaza to Liberty Plaza. What's also happening is Republicans in the House are also looking to cut some $1 billion from the D.C. budget as well. This is what it looks like when Republicans seize power. They want to control the nation's capital. They control their budget. They control the citizens there. And so what used to be known as Chocolate City, they don't even have the right to continue to have this Black Lives Matter Plaza in D.C. because they have ordered them Republicans. This is MAGA Republicans who are making D.C. do this. And so it was great and wonderful to be able to look outside, to walk along that Black Lives Matter Plaza. We would, of course, do the show from there on the anniversary of the death of George Floyd. We did it there three different times, but it is no more because of these MAGA Republicans. That's what's shameful and despicable, Mondale. And again, they want to control Black bodies. They want to control Black lives, and they absolutely want to control Black politicians.
100%. And the dastardly thing about this is they tell us this is not a cultural war. America, but we see it. We see it. MAGA is anti-Black at every step. It's what we've been 2 months dealing with this now. And people, this so-called mandate that Donald Trump had or have, it's unbelievable to me that your mandate is telling you need to be spending funds on this, not trying to get those egg prices lower, not trying to get people back to work, not trying to address the problems that you're having with these trade wars you're starting by playing tariff games every other day. This is disgusting behavior. The act of them destroying it in this way is the purpose. This is exactly the purpose. They see this in D.C., a city that is 45-50% Black. And they think this is what their mandate is, because it is, Roland. Their mandate is to make sure that Blackness, Black dignity is destroyed, but they don't know 4 years and one administration, no administration is strong enough to do that. What you will do, though, is you will continue to show the world, just like the racist white people in the 60s showed when John Lewis and those boys and those women tried to march across the bridge. They showed the real character of white America. And we're seeing it right now with the destruction of Black Lives Matter Plaza.
This is all about control, Amakongo. We control the purse strings. We can tell you what to do, when to do it. That's what these Republicans are doing to Mayor Muriel Bowser in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, and it's so unfortunate. And they talk about they want to end wasteful spending. It's going to cost like over $600,000 to redo whatever they're going to do out there. And is that not a waste? And as you can see from what you said, they're still going after D.C. So it's not even going to make a difference. They're going to figure they've always wanted to have their hands deeper into D.C.'s pockets and deeper into D.C.'s activities. So it's Black Lives Matter Plaza today. Tomorrow they're going to find something else. They're going to find some other type of mural, some other type of street something, some other type of school name, some other type of, Marion Barry, street named after him or something. And they're going to continue to do this. And so I get why Mayor Bowser decided to go along with this. Like you said last week, wish it was a little bit more of a fight in some way, shape, or form. She talked about planning to do it anyway, and the like. But this is just a physical example. It's the latest physical manifestation of what they're trying to do to erase blackness in the United States of America, from the history books to representation at the Pentagon to corporate, whatever. This is just the latest representation of it. And like I talked about earlier, other groups need to pay attention because they're going to be working to erase y'all too. Well, they are working to erase y'all too, but they always start with black people because people won't care.
You always hear Republicans talk about local control, local control. Kelly, they only care about local control when they are in control.
Absolutely. The other example that came to mind was, I think a couple months ago, we talked on your show about Jackson, Mississippi, and how they're trying to control Jackson, Mississippi, because that's like the only major city that Mississippi has, but is predominantly held by Black people. You know, you have several examples of white people seeing that they are losing control and doing whatever they can to gain it back and retain it. And you know, symbolic gestures such as demolishing streets that say Black Lives Matter is just yet another example of, frankly, how fragile their egos are when it comes to the kind of control that they desire. So, you know, you can take us off the street, but you can't take us from the street. We will still be on the streets protesting, on the streets fighting, on the streets working. It does not matter. You know, in all fairness, the construction of said plaza was performative in itself. It was symbolic in itself. So taking the symbol away from 16th Street isn't going to take away the meaning of why. It's not going to take away the mentality that Black people have in DC, myself included, when it comes to this work. So we're just going to keep going. You know, I keep talking about how I'm resting, but you know, some of us aren't. I have a lot of colleagues who aren't. And this is just one more thing that they have to fight against.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase. And right now we're accepting investors in our $17 million round to revolutionize the future of social media. Today, for just $399, you can own 60 shares of stock in Fanbase at $665 a share. Go to startengine.com/fanbase and invest today. While the big platforms have grown too massive and disconnected from their users, Fanbase is building a platform where creators and users truly come first. We've already raised $8.6 million from everyday investors who believe in this vision, and now you can join them. This is your chance to invest in a social media tech company with over 1 million users that is disrupting media by allowing anyone to reach all of their following and monetize their content from day one. The market is changing, big platforms are failing to serve their users, and Fanbase is stepping up to fill the gap. Don't wait until it's too late. Invest now. Invest for yourself and your future. Go to startengine.com/fanbase and own the future of social media.